Hello and welcome to another HyzerMedia course breakdown. Today we have a special treat. The creators of this course are going to be giving us the breakdown.
Hi, this is Pastor Jeff.
And Kevin McAndrew.
Today we are at the Ryan C. Kelly Disc Golf Course at Green Lane Park, aka the Green Monster. And this course is every bit a monster. It's coming in at about 9,308 feet. It's par 71. And you're looking at about a 2.7 mile walk to do the entire course. Hole 1. This hole is 585 foot par 4. And boy, if it isn't one of the toughest starting holes in Pennsylvania disc golf, I don't know what is. You want to throw a flex forehand here out to these rocks. Good shots will land around there. Then your second shot is a slight hyzer. You mean into the green. There's water OB on the left. And it's a gorgeous green here, if I do say so myself, surrounded by water on all sides. You want to hit a little short and have it slide up to the pin for your chance at birdie.
And this is hole 2. And what would a course be without a water hole? About 237 feet, par 3. It's an Anheuser backhand or a righty forehand to find yourself an easy putt.
Hole 3, 288 feet uphill, plays like a little bit more than that. Coming up to this green, and there's a rock island circle that you must be inside. You mean the rest of the area is played as a hazard, and a little bit harder to get up there than you might think. And oftentimes there's wind coming out of one of the sides. So be careful with this hole. I mean, it should be a birdie.
All right, hole 4, we have a close to 500 feet par 4. With an extreme uphill first throw, Anheuser shot or forehand. You want to push that shot pretty deep past this wooden pole on your left to have the best tunnel shot to go straight up to the green by missing all these trees on the way. It's a beautiful green nestled in some pine trees.
And here we come to hole 5. There are 2 lanes that you can take to get to the green on this hole. You have a hyzer on the right and an Anheuser here on the left as the drone is flying. You want to find this landing zone, you mean right here between these 2 short, scrubby cedar trees. And from there, then you have a big Anheuser into this protected green. If you want to play safe, you can lay up by the white pole there on the left. But the true shot is to go over the top of those scrubby branches there, drop down in this little hole, and try to get a look at your birdie. Really cool green there.
Hole 6, we have a 566 foot par 4. For you big arms, maybe this is an opportunity for eagle as you try to throw over this row of trees, or you want to shoot for this landing zone and pitch a hyzer over top and then crash into these cedars where you'll find the basket and hopefully not have a rollaway. It's a nice green and it's an opportunity for the big throwers.
And now we come to hole 7 at the start of the green mile. 3 par 5s in a row. This one here, you want just any old drive you can get out there. There's a couple different shapes that are possible, but you need to get past this cedar and this little scrubby fruit tree right here, getting in this open area right here. From this landing zone, you have 2 possibilities. You can take the hyzer on the lower right side or an S-shaped shot right here as you come, you mean into the second grassy landing zone to the right of the cedar. From here, you're throwing some kind of mid-range. There's a flick available on the left, or slight hyzer on the right as you penetrate into the wood line. And that will bring you up here to this well-protected basket amongst the trees. Try to have a look at your birdie 4.
Hole 8, welcome to Godzilla, a par 5, possibly the hardest hole on the course and maybe even in the area. It's pushing 900 feet. You want to have an Anheuser shot off the tee to a landing zone that gives you a shot straight down this tunnel where the drone is flying. You want to push further than you think. You think this tree's far enough, but no, you have to keep going to a landing zone that puts you at the bottom of this hill where you have to throw straight up, probably 70 feet in elevation, straight upward to the left here. And if you do manage to get to the top, the basket you'll find perched on top of this rock formation.
Hole 9, 538 feet par 5. Seems pretty short, but there are 2 shots off the tee that you can take. You can take an Anheuser on the left or a flip up hyzer, on the right. You're pushing uphill, you mean the entire way, until you come up here, you mean to the top. From here, it flats out, and you're looking to make the field goal right between this little narrow gap, a little choke point for you. As you continue to push forward, when you come to the back end, you mean of the hole, we have just a gentle, right curve, you mean as you go on by. And as you approach the green, you'll notice that the basket is situated between two trees. So you want to be either a little long or a little short to be able to have your putt. Good luck on this one.
Hole 10, finally, we have some relief from the par fives. We got a par 4 at 537 feet. You can shoot this straight tunnel to give you a look at the second shot, or you can throw a hyzer gap on the right side. We're seeing the straight gap from the drone footage here. And then it will give you this window to shoot straight down with another hyzer shot finishing off to the left to give you your opportunity at the green.
Hole 11, just a bit over 400-foot par 4. You say, isn't that short for a par 4? Well, normally, unless you're throwing, at a gap that's just a few feet wide. Here, you want to push a straight shot that just sort of dies out with a gentle hyzer finish to get through this first gap of trees, landing right here. And that followed by just a short putter shot to be able to get into the basket. Now, it seems easy until you actually play the hole.
Hole 12, we have a 260-foot par 3. Straight down the hill, you'll have two options to either throw a hyzer gap or a forehand shot on the left side. It's quite an elevation drop to this green perched right underneath of this cedar.
Hole 13, 636-foot par 4. You can throw a flex forehand off the tee, which finishes right, or a backhand turnover if you want. A lot of junk and rough on the right side. You want to stay away from that. The ideal landing zone will be right here by this final short tree the drone is passing here, to the right. And then that leaves you with a very uphill tunnel shot. You need a lot of power to be able to push all the way up here. Missing this final cedar tree on the right, taking maybe a little skip off the ground and snuggling up to the circle's edge for your birdie.
Hole 14, you have a 743-foot par 5. You want to throw an anhyzer shot through this tunnel, something that's moving right, and you want to beware of going left and not having a shot. Your shot could land right about here, which would put you in perfect position to shoot straight down this tunnel fairway. And you want to be careful that you don't veer off to the left because the hill drops away there. If your second shot lands in this area, you'll have an opportunity to take a flex forehand through the drone's gap here, or there is a hyzer backhand slightly to the right, there's a gap. There's a small elevation drop to put you down by the basket if thrown a good shot.
Hole 15, 535-foot par 4, possibly the hardest par 4 on the course. Your drive is severely uphill, with quite a bit of hyzer. Overtaking this rock, good drives will land in this area here. Then you have another probably flex forehand, up that hill, or a backhand turnover to get to the top. You want to really be driving down this lane. And if you threw a really good second shot, you'll be able to get around this these last grouping of trees right here, possibly have a look at the birdie. Again, good luck with that hole.
Hole 16, a 225-foot par 3. You're throwing a putter shot straight down the hill with a slight anhyzer on it. You can land about 30 to 40 feet before the basket and skid right up to the basket. But watch out you don't go long.
Hole 17, 738-foot par 4. Your first shot here needs to push very far. To be able to make the grassy landing zone. You notice the drone is going by the Mando on the left. You must be around that to the right. You have this whole little grassy landing area for your disc to drop. You definitely want to get, around that corner because your second shot is a huge hyzer, down into this mode, grassy green. It's going to take two perfect shots, but the hole is absolutely birdieable. A lot of elevation drop on this hole as you come, into the basket landing area.
Finally, we have hole 18, a 360-foot par 3 to an island green. Outside the island plays as hazard. This kidney-shaped green is picturesque with gray stones around the edge. If you're lucky enough to land inside, you'll have a putt for birdie. Well, Jeff, it's taken us about 2.5 years to build the course here at Green Lane.
It's been a real labor of love, and we built it for the serious disc golfer in mind. So we invite everyone to come on out and check out this monster.
Thank you, Pastor Jeff and Kevin McAndrew. Appreciate your insight into this course. We'd also like to thank our Patreon supporters who make all of our content possible. If you'd like to gain access to exclusive content and be part of our monthly disc giveaways, or just support HyzerMedia, check out the link in the description. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel to see all of our new content coming out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next hole.